Dead by name, dead by nature. And how ironic is it that in The Walking Dead, Dead City, we see a bunch of corpses just walking around, crawling around, stumbling around, waiting to die, waiting to stop moving. And that's exactly what is happening to the numbers and the viewership with this series. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Another damaging blow for the Walking Dead franchise. Another damaging blow for The Walking Dead. Both shows, by the way, struggling with ratings, so easy to get them mixed up. But yeah, The Walking Dead, another heavy hit here coming out of episode 2. It was called Another Shitty Lesson, but in reality, it was another shitty episode. And this idea that Maggie and Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen, that they're somehow two megastars. People have tried to tell us that, oh, these two can keep the heartbeat of the Walking Dead alive. These two can carry a show. I think we're seeing that these two can't carry fucking nothing. They're carrying baggage. That's probably the only thing that they're carrying. And the direction, I think, the future of this show, it's going nowhere with these two. And it's going nowhere with numbers like these, because they've lost another 100k. Premiere ratings were not good, 378,000. Episode 2, though, a week later, loses another 100k exactly, down to 278,000. Losing 100k when you've less than 400,000 to begin with. Not a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign. You look at some of the highest rated Walking Dead episodes, 17, 18 million. They can greet and say, oh, but it's on the AMC Plus, or TV shows, the ratings don't matter. Of course they matter, man. It's just a dead franchise.
See, if ratings didn't matter, TV channel stations, the broadcasters wouldn't pay to advertise your show.
Yep.
your show would not be on TV. If that was the case, they would just do away with it and put everything behind a streaming service.
Who even runs The Walking Dead these days? Scott Gimple, Frank Darabont, all those guys. Angela Kang. You know what they should do, right? See everybody that's still alive, bring them back for like a 2-3 season run, and actually kill a few of them off and end on a big moment.
I've heard that's the plan.
Well, that's what they should do.
After these spin-offs.
After these spin-offs, it should be nipped in the bud. I don't want to see Daryl Dixon run around Paris.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, even these spin-offs are talking about Dead City's guaranteed a 3rd season. Daryl Dixon is more than likely to get a 4th season. It's guaranteed to get a 3rd. You're looking now that they take a couple of years to film these. Let's say they film these and they finish these. Even if they do finish both of these after a season 4, by the time that they get the actors together and then they say, right, well, let's do it. Let's make a new series. Let's like combine all these into one. And then by the time they film that and develop that, if we're going to get another Walking Dead spin-off, and it's going to be like the last Walking Dead, like the original Walking Dead, but a new show, you're looking at well into 2040 before we even get anywhere near that. And it's like, I think this franchise has been oversaturated. I think it needs to fucking die. If they want to, if they want the one last final show, I would just cancel these and do it now.
Yeah.
Rather than wait more years and years and years.
What I would say is, see for the get-go, see that premiere of this show where we're putting them all back, reuniting, I think you've got to kill someone big, man. Honestly. I'm not talking about you bring them all back and you kill one of them off. I think you've got to kill at least half of them. You know, I look at Carol, I look at, like, you know, I'm pretty sure Morgan survived Fear, so we'll fire him in there. Like, even like Madison and Alicia, even though they're nowhere near, right, the level of a Rick Grimes or a Daryl, fucking just throw them in there for the sake of it. You need to
the original show, you've got Gabriel, Eugene, all those, King Ezekiel, you've got all those people. Bring them back and actually have an entertaining show where people with fucking names actually die.
Yeah. That's what they need to do.
Although I would argue that I think their stories are done. Honestly, see if they were going to do another Walking Dead show, I would like to, it's not going to work because it's 2025, The Walking Dead's woke, you're not going to get a good show. But I would like to see them start a new story with new characters from the very beginning. And give us what we didn't get previously. No, we didn't get to see the outbreak with Rick Grimes because he woke up in a coma 60 days later and it's already happened. they advertised we were going to get it with Fear. Oh, we're going to be able to do what we couldn't do with the original. But I mean, you look at Fear. Yeah, you began to see like the first signs of infections, but they quickly glossed over that. They moved them out into like the rural areas, and then did another fucking boring time skip that nobody wanted. How great would it be if we actually got a show, and maybe the first couple of seasons were based in them being in a town? I think you could easily do that. Like, you looked at when, see, like in the first season when they're trapped and Rick Grimes, they're trapped with Glenn. You know, I thought it was pretty good. But I'd like to see them trapped in a city for longer. Like Dawn of the Dead, I think's great when they're like at the beginning and they're stuck up in a shopping mall. Maybe we could have got that in the series rather than quickly do time skips and move out into the fucking forest where it's just the same old scenery.
And that's all they've got now, though, in The Walking Dead. Oh, we're walking down this abandoned road in Georgia with a couple of leaves and abandoned vehicles at the side of the road.
I get it. If you're in the city and you focus on the outbreak, it's going to cost a lot more money.
Yeah.
Totally get that, but we're not rather a good show.
Well, that is it, man. And you're right, they promised it with Fear. And what did you end up getting? You end up getting fucking hee-haw. They spent half of the episodes in Daniel's barber shop, man, with the shutters down, instead of, out there in the streets seeing what was happening. And
then before you know it, they do a 3-week time skip and they move them into like a rural area of safe zones. Fucking don't want safe zones.
Garbage, man.
So if they do a new Walking Dead show, I mean, that's personally what I would like to see. And some people are going to be like, oh no, that's too slow, that's too the pacing's bad there. But you know what, man, some people actually enjoy good shows where there is a slow pacing, and that way you can get character development. It's not all about, let's advance into the apocalypse and we can get all these zombie kills. Nobody fucking cares.
No, I know.
I think the further you get away from the apocalypse, like the less interesting it gets.
Well, that is it, but these dumb bastards haven't been able to grasp that.
I mean, people are trying to still portray that walkers are a threat or whatever. It's like, we're 15 years in, it's like, it's just boring. Really, you should be bringing around civilization. You should be trying to bring things back to the way they were.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But even the way they try and bring it back with like the new Babylon, it's fucking cringe. Oh, we got bounties and sheriffs. Why can't you build infrastructure instead of fake shit that just feels so forced? It's crap.
Yeah,
and the ratings suggest that, it's not just me and you saying it.
Yeah, and also, I don't know, seeing season 2, yeah, I get it, they were on Herschel's farm for the most part, but should they not have bumped into more people? Now, I know you can make the argument they didn't really leave the farm. The only time they left the farm was when they went to get Herschel. Alright, Maggie used to go into town, right? And get supplies and stuff from the pharmacy and whatnot. But do you not think they should have been bumping into more people? Even if it was just friendly people?
No, absolutely.
I don't think it made sense.
Yeah, why so early on was there so much isolation?
Yeah, even when Rick meets up with the group, yeah, they meet the Fatos that try and steal their guns, but outside of that, it's like, see when they're travelling and they say goodbye to Morales and then they're heading towards the CQC, it's like, what? Or the CDC, why don't they cross anybody on the road or
into the close quarter combat?
It's like I don't. For me, it's they rush the beginning of it, man.
It's almost like the population of The Walking Dead from as soon as Rick woke up. It's felt the same. It's almost like you ran into more people.
Do you not think The Walking Dead, maybe not to the exact extent, but do you not think it should have been more like The Strain? Where there's still people existing.
Thousands, millions.
I just don't understand. What happened to The Walking Dead? Where did they all go?
I know.
No, realistically, think about it. Where did...
Not like Rick was in a 6-year coma.
No, where did all these people go?
No, I know.
When you see the flashbacks, they're launching, the strikes and shit.
Firebomb in Atlanta.
Where's all these people going? They couldn't have all turned into walkers.
No, it'd be too many walkers.
I don't get it. Anyway, guys, 278,000, that's the number that Dead City's doing. I think this show's garbage. We've had a few people in our comments saying that they enjoy it, they like it, they think it's great. I personally think it sucks, but, what's your thoughts on Dead City?
It's crap, man, honestly. It's just crap.
Is it the worst show you've watched?
Ever?
Aye.
watched a lot of shite in my
Alright,
time, folks.
is it the worst show that you've watched recently? Is it the worst show that we've reviewed for this channel?
Recently?
Now, keep in
Paris
mind,
wasn't that good,
I
like.
do hate Daryl Dixon, like.
Daryl Dixon. I think, you know what? I think Dead City's shit, but I think Daryl Dixon's a new level of boring. If that makes sense.
No, I do get you, like, what duo do you prefer? Dixon and Carol or Negan and Maggie?
Negan and Maggie. I just know, I think at Dead City, man, you've got a lot of jobbers and leadership roles, but Daryl Dixon's the same. But look at
all these strong
look
women.
at Daryl Dixon though, like the lack of logic in that as well. You know, like when he's shooting, like when they're inside the SUV and he's shooting them with the infected darts and like they kill all the walkers.
And then those two take them down easily. Despite those walkers wiping out about 20 walkers in like 2 seconds.
You know what that is? As Trev Shantu put it, walker fatigue. See, after 15 years of writing these shows, they fucking lost the plot. They're just making up shit. Honestly. You know, look at the Croat. He's a shite. This guy, Negan, our fearless leader, what did he do? He gave them walker meat, man. Who cares?
I'm fucking starving. I need some walker meat right now.
And that story about Negan poisoning them with walker meat just doesn't sound like Negan back in the day.
Yeah, I know that's.
He'd have killed them.
Yeah, that's.
What group outnumbers the sanctuary inside the sanctuary?
That sounds like something that Rick's group would try and do at Alexandria if Negan's group came for to get the collection of their stuff and
the St. John's Dairy in the game.
Yeah, yeah. So
beat up boys.
You know, is what it is.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Tell you what. Thoughts that it's shite. Why have we not seen any game characters in the TV show? Any of them?
Well, Lee's dead.
Yeah, but they don't have to die. They don't have to follow the exact timeline. Kenny, Clementine, Lee Everett, Larry.
Would you like a series based off the Telltale game?
Yeah, but then you tying the noose around your neck. You know, does Lee have to die at the end?
No,
of
I don't think
1?
so. I think you can cut his arm off and have him live.
Point is, I think the game's.
But hold on, The Walking Dead doesn't go exactly with the comics, so why would TV series need to go?
How much better, right, would like Dead City feel, or Daryl Dixon? I mean, I'm not saying it would feel a lot better, but say that guy, right, who's pally with Maggie and he's the sheriff in New Babylon. Say the guy with the moustache was like Jamie Lee Fox. Say that was Lee Everett. That would be a bit more weight to that. See if Kenny was floating about Paris. I mean, it would be a bit more weight to it. See if fucking Clementine was in that The Ones That Live. It would just feel a bit more important. Like, see that wee midget man that Michonne was hanging about? What's the fucking need of him? Could that not have been Clementine? You know, not honestly, like, Ben, the Walking Dead Telltale game's fucking better than Daryl Dixon.
Biggest dumbass I've ever seen. Anyway, yeah.
No, Kerry, I killed him. I gave the bandits a supply.
Some great characters in that game, like, you know, Lily, Larry. Definitely some good ones in there. Although I do think by then, I thought season 4 was pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I like season 3, A New Frontier. I thought that had some decent ones.
No, I did.
I like the dynamic between David and his brother. The guy you play as.
Yeah, I didn't like Kate, like, to be honest.
No, I didn't like her. But
I don't know if I felt it like it was a bit fucking weird that you're trying to steal your brother's wife and then she's trying to steal the son that isn't even hers away, and it's just like, fuck me, I can understand why David was pissed in that game. Anyway, guys, just not an interesting show. I would much rather see a series based off the Telltale game.
Yep.
You know what? See if they wanted to do a new project. Why not give us a game based off season 1 of the Telltale? And I'm not saying you can't go into the other seasons, but here, why not just give us that core group of characters and give us something interesting? And you know, because I think I did enjoy that. So but yeah, to me, at this point, when you're like 15, 20 years in almost, it's boring. We've seen everything. Everything's been done. Every character's experienced loss, heartache, pain, deaths. You know, every character, they're already like maxed out. You know, it's like, you know, when you play a game or whatever and you complete it and you get your attributes going up and and then you get to like level 100 or some shit, and it's like, oh, it just becomes too easy after a while. Because to me, that's what The Walking Dead's like.
Yeah, there's just no point in it anymore.
You know,
it's completely like see if the viewership right was still like 5 mil, I'd be like, well, there's still people wanting it. There's just no demand for it. It's like you look at Dexter, for example. There's a lot of hyper in Original Sin, and there's a lot of hyper in Resurrection. And I think, like, just going on social media, I think, like, there's so much memes about Dexter. Like, it seems, like, really popular all of a sudden again. But The Walking Dead? You never see, like, any new memes to do with The Walking Dead, do you?
not really. And I wonder why that is, because Dexter, I don't know if Dexter outstayed its welcome, or if it just kind of got shit. It's maybe a bit of both.
I don't know. I can't really speak too much on it, but yeah,
I think people forgive Dexter because season 7 actually picked up, but then they gave us like the worst season of all time to end it. But I think because of that, people were like, we want more because we want a proper ending. Whereas with The Walking Dead, it's just a decline after decline after. I think The Walking Dead's been shit for so long that people aren't interested anymore.
Yeah, no. You look at other TV shows out there, man, there's a lot more franchises that people want to see more of. The Walking Dead's not one of them.
No, it's no. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.